just going to repeat that array command. Okay, so we have three type of arrays. Rectangular array, which arrays objects in a rectangular pattern. Then we have the polar array, which arrays in a circular way, and path array, which copies in a path. Okay, so when I say type array, shortcut is AR. Shortcut is AR. When you say array, so before that you require the array lines. I will just draw a line from here. Ortho is on. Let me draw a line so it is easy to understand. Set for 30,000. I just drawn a 5 meter length line, offset 1 meter. I'm just offsetting this object. Okay, now I'm drawing another line, horizontal line. This I will offset for 500. So here the rectangular will be easier, but since I'm going to teach you, I'm not using that. Instead, I'm using the offset command. Okay, so I have a circle here. I want to copy that circle in all the junctions here, all the intersections. I can copy, but it will take a lot of time. So here the array is going to help us. Array. AR for array, then immediately it shows you array here, then you just press enter. Select object, enter. So once you enter, then he's asking what type of array you want, rectangular, path, polar. So we'll see rectangular. So once you click that one, immediately the screen changes to rectangular array. See here, in the top you can see it, everything changed to rectangular array. Okay, now without giving any measurement, he just arrayed it at the top, but we want it at down. Okay, now we have to change the numbers and everything. The numbers are not matching with this. So we have columns, that means vertical line how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, okay. Horizontal line how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have to give here rows as 11. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now, if I press, what happens now? If I press enter, it copied at the top because we have not shown the object has to be copied down or up. Okay. So we'll repeat that, undo. Again, array, AR for shortcut. So we can get the same thing from here also. Last I mentioned you, rectangular array, path array, polar array. But when you click this one, the command he will type is short for this. For you see, rectangular array, RECT. Rectangular path, array polar. Like that he will type. You can get all the things from here, array. One command you can get all the things. So it is better to use this command. It is left to you. Same thing you can get from here also. From modify array, rectangular array, path array, polar array, you can get from here also. So it is better to learn that array command because many of the time the version changes, everything will change. Everything will change, but command will not be changing. So better to be thorough with the command. So that is why AR for array, select object, I selected. Now I want a rectangular array, click the array, or you can type R. Now you give the number, column 4, rows 11. Okay. Now you have to give the column distance between columns. So this is my column. The distance is 1 meter. 1 meter. Okay, so original object is here and you want to copy in the minus direction. Minus direction. So I will give here minus 1000. Minus 1000. Now the distance between rows. This is the distance between rows. So again, your original object is here and you are going to copy down. So again, you will give minus 500. Minus 500. Enter. So you got it. That's how you do the array command. Even though so many other commands are there, don't get confused. One important thing is that when you array this, you see that it's a single piece. It is a single piece. Okay, so how will you delete one or two? Because when you create array command, there is a button called associate, it is on. I will show you that. So we'll undo this. I will undo this. And I will copy this down here. Move. I'll copy this from here to here. I'll put it here. I want to array this. So I'll say AR, array, select object. Then I will say rectangular or type R. R is the capital here, R. Now you change the columns for rows 11. Now we can see we have to give now the distance between columns. So your columns are here again in the minus direction. So you have to give minus 1000. And your rows are in the positive direction. You see your original object here and all here positive. So you need not give any minus or plus. If you don't give anything, mean plus. So it has to copy here, and you just give the distance 500. Okay. Now you can see there is a button here, associate. Since this button is on, when you copy, it will become the same object. It will become the same single object because associate is on. Let me off this. Now I press enter. So I got the copies. Now you can see that these are all separate pieces. Okay. So note down this. When the associate button is on, you get a single piece of array. Okay. So let us make with using again with the associate array, rectangular, array, then select the object, rectangular. Now associate automatically default is on. So let me see using array on and see what happens. And how will you change that? So this is minus 1000. And this is 500. So since associate button is on, you get single piece. Okay. So how will you make it individual now? So what you have to do is there is a command called explode. EXPLOD. Explode. Explode. EXPLOD. Note down. Explode. To explode a block or a group of objects. The objects created in array, etc., you can explode. So when I say explode, enter, is asking select object. So I will just select this. Enter. So it becomes separate pieces. Okay. So explode can be used to explode a block. It is when you copy it is just like a block it is coming. Okay. So what happens if I have a P line? P line width I will give 500. Sorry, 100. 200. And if you draw here with the 200 width, and if I explode, so P line, you know, it is a single piece. But when I explode, You see that it will lose the width as well as it becomes separate pieces. Okay. So when you use explode in a P line, it will use the width as well as it becomes separate pieces. So note down. So explode is explode to explode a block or associate objects. When we explode a P line, it will use width and it will become single pieces. Okay. So array, I think familiar, it's okay for you. Rectangular array is okay. Now we'll see polar array. Polar array is to make circular. So where will you use this array, rectangular array? Okay, the occasion is for, suppose you are designing a theater, cinema theater or whatever theater, and you have one chair. You create only one chair, and it can be repeated using the array command. You can show how many columns you want, how many rows you want. Like that, you can use the rectangular array. Okay, and where the polar array is used. So let us use the polar array now. I draw in a circular table. I will use a rectangle, sorry, polygon. I will use 3 sides, edge. I just draw here. Think that this is a chair. I want to array this round. Here we will be using the polar array. So you can use polar array either from here, polar, or you can go to modify from there. So the best way is just type AR, array, select the object. Now we want polar. So short is PO. What happens if you put O? So PO you have to go. Okay. Array, select object, polar or PO. Now he is asking base point of rotation. Since it's a circle object, we have to rotate this based on the center of the circle. Okay. So you have to keep this object snap on. So how will you get this object snap on? You go here. You can switch on one. How will you switch on one object snap? Or one toolbar, how will you switch on? You go here, tools, toolbars, AutoCAD. Then you can switch on the object snap. Okay, I want to switch on the standard also. Sometimes I use the standard also. Standard. Okay, this standard I can keep it along with this. If I want, I can keep it here. Okay. And once you have opened one toolbar, then you just go here, right click. You can open any one. Only the first one you have to go tools. Suppose if this toolbar is not there, sometimes you will not find this because it is hide menu bar. See, there is no menu bar. So you go to the quick access menu, go at the end, switch on this show menu bar. There you get all these things. Okay. Now we'll go to the polar array. Again, I will say AR. Select object. Enter. Base point. So base point is center of the circle. So I can use the click from here. This is center of the circle. Since my object snap, if you see here, center is already on. Okay, so automatically it comes there. Polar. You can see when you go there, when you show the boundary of the circle, automatically select the center. It will not select from here. It will not be select from here. You have to go nearby the boundary of the circle. Click. So the default is 6 numbers. You can see here 6 numbers. This you can change the number you want. Suppose I want only 5. Say 5. So it becomes 5. Okay, so when we become 5, it automatically divide the total 360 degree, 72 degree. Okay, suppose this 5 copies I want in the 180 degrees. Now it is 360 degrees, so it equally divided. You can change the angle from here, 180 degree. You can see from here, 180 degree, anti-clockwise. AutoCAD create always anti-clockwise. So we have 5 numbers anti-clockwise. Okay, so here you can change the angle. So usually 360 degree. Okay, and don't worry about all these things. When you get time, you can go through it. And again, the associate is on, so it will be a single object. Associate is on. So if you don't associate you on, you click this and create, so it will separate. Or if already associate is on, you can explode and make it individual. So this is how you create the polar array. So polar array, where it is used, it is basically used for the circular pattern whenever you want. For example, you have a circular table and you want to keep the chairs equally spaced. You can use the polar array. Now we'll use the path array. I will use a smooth polyline. From here you get smooth polyline. Here, this one. So I'll create a polyline I drawn, and I will just draw a small circle here. Again, I will go to array, AR, select object, enter. I want path, PA. Shortcut is PA, path. Select the path. So it automatically copied 11 numbers. 11 numbers. And the spacing between these two is 535.81. Okay. Now, how can I change the number? See, here it is gray. That means you cannot change the number here. Here, 11 numbers given. I cannot change the number because it's a gray. What I have to do is I have to come here. You see here measure. We'll learn this measure command later. You see here measure. That means he's measuring a distance from end. He's starting with this 535. From here 535 here. Again, center of the circle 535. Center of the circle 530. It goes like that. So if we change this value, suppose I make it to 540. So adjust at 540. You can see still there is a gap here because from the center to here, there is no 540. That is why that from here center, this line is lying like that. Suppose I make 520, what happens? The distance. You can see that from this center, that gap is not sufficient. From this center to this center is 520. That is why this is balance is left there. He start measuring from there here. He start measuring from here. 520, 520, 520 goes. Okay. So if you want to get exactly, then it is not measure. Measure means you are giving a measurement and based on that means copying. So if you divide, if you use from measure here, if you use divide, that means number of equal parts. You see now it became 11. He divided equal numbers. Automatically now you can change the number if you want. And the distance will be different. You can change the number. Suppose I say 12 numbers. So it equally divided 12 numbers. Okay, so there is a, when you use the path, if you want to get the equally divided, use the divide. If you want the distant, you want to, in the path, distant, you use the measure. Okay, so where it is used. For example, let us see, I have a small building here. I have a small building. I want to keep my trees around this building. So I will use a circle, C for circle. So I will just draw a path. I want to create a tree. Suppose my circle, this is my tree. Okay, I will just create a small circle there. See how will I create circle here? If I say circle, he's already catching this here. Okay, so here you have to use the nearest. There is nearest command. Nearest. So I'll click this, you can create a circle. Otherwise it's catching the center point, or you have to switch off this. See, if I want to draw a small circle here, he is catching the center of the circle. Either you switch off this. Now we can draw circle. I can go there, draw a circle. Okay. Or you have to use nearest and draw. Now you see, this is my tree. I want to keep 10 trees around this building. Equally divided, it should be easy, equally spaced. There I will use the path. So array, select object, path, path curve. So he put now 13 numbers. I want 10 numbers only. So what I will do, I will change from here to divide because equally spaced. You want equally spaced. Okay, now you change that. I want 10 numbers. You can see equally spaced. After this, you erase this path. So you kept the trees. Suppose you want to go some electrical post or something like that. You draw the path accordingly. Whatever circle or whatever method you want, draw the path. Okay. Now this is equally spaced. Suppose you want to keep the trees with some gap. Okay. So what I will do, I will undo this. Okay. I will say array, select object, path, select this path. Now he is keeping the, it's based on the 414 gap. So I want to keep the trees 1000 spacing. So I will use, since you see measure is on, you can change the distance 1000. You can see my original object is here. We started from here. It does anti-clockwise. This gap is 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Okay. So there is no space here to keep 1 meter gap here. That is why it might have come. So what we can do is we can increase we can copy one extra from here if you want. You can just copy. I can copy one extra if some in between you if you want. You can switch off this. You can copy and you can copy and adjust like that. So this is the distance also. You can keep the distance. Okay. I hope you got the idea now. So path array, polar array, rectangular array. So you learned that. Now let us use here. I want to create the steps here. So which type of array should I use? Can anyone tell me which type of array I should use to make the steps here?
Rectangular array.
Rectangular array, correct. Okay, so I will say array. Select this. Okay, rectangular. So I need columns only one. Column one. Rows I want here about 4 lines, 4 horizontal. And the distance between array should be 250. It should be plus because my original object is down. And you can see that association is off now. So nothing to read. Usually it will be on. When you create, it will be one object, then you have to explode it. So we have one column, we don't want another. We have 4 rows and the distance between is 250. Enter. So you got it. And you see that since associate is not on, you got it. Okay. So now I will trim this. Trim TR. Select this object. Select this. Okay. Now I will offset 1 meter. Offset O 1000. Select this. So this is my steps. Trim TR. So instead of cutting edge, what I will do is I will just press enter. So all are cutting edge. Okay. So just click. Okay. use the fillet command here. Okay, I use trim command there. So I got the steps. Up to here it is okay now, everyone? Do you have to go to block command now? So last time I told you block creates a single object. When you have so many parts of an object, it is better to make a block and insert. So it will be a single object and you can save a lot of memory, etc. Okay, so I'm going to make a small circle here. Line, center of the circle. This is off now. I will use from here, center of the circle, center, show the center. Click. Okay. Array, AR, polar array, center point of array, center of the circle, again, center of the circle, click. Maybe I need about 12 numbers. Okay, so this is my tree. Okay, so I want to convert this into a tree. Now, if I copy this here, you can get the same size. The thing is that he has to keep record for all the objects. He has to keep the record for the circle. What is the radius? What is the diameter? What is the layer? Everything he has to keep. He has to keep a record for all the lines also. Where the line starts, where the line ends, which layer it is, what type of line type it is. So many things. So when you copy, he has to repeat all the things. So that is why we convert this into a block so that you have to just show the location only. Okay, so let us convert this into a block. And not only that one, when you copy an object, you get the same size. But if you have a block, you can insert in a different size. Okay, let us make a block now. Block, B-L-O-C-K. Block, enter. You have to give a block name. So I will say tree. Okay, pick point. Since it's a circle object, I will take the center of the circle. Okay, every time if you want center of the circle, make this on. Make this on. Their intersection is also coming, so both are coming, no problem. So you give a name first for a block, give a name, pick point, select the objects. So select using the direct cross window, enter. And here retain means if you want to keep the original object as it is. Convert to block means the original to convert into block. Delete means you delete the original object. Okay, let me delete the original object. Okay, you can see that block is there. When you show the base point, should be very important that you should show inside the object. If it's a circle object, better to select the center. If you have a rectangular object or square, something like you select the corner, is always better. Okay, so I created a block. It's in the memory now. So how can I bring a block now? I will use insert command, insert. So last time I think we type block, block name, pick point, click pick point, and select the base point of the object. Then you click select objects and select the object using a cross window. Then you can use the retain, convert block, delete, etc. This is for original objects. Retain means keep the original object as it is. Convert to block, to convert the original object to block. Delete means to delete the original object. You already created that block. So you may not require it. You can delete. Okay. So base point. And you can see the preview here. Once you select the block, you can see the preview and see that it is properly coming. If the block is not coming, means you have not shown the pick point properly. Okay, very careful. This pick point should be on the object. If it's a circle, take the center of the circle. If it's a rectangular object, take one of the corners or something like that. Now I want to bring the block. So how will you bring back the block? Insert, I-N-S-E-R-T, insert. I-N-S-E-R-T, insert. Okay, insert. So here you have to select what you want to insert. When you click this arrow button, you can see how many blocks are there. It will be full listing full blocks. So you can select whichever you want. Okay, if you want to bring block from your another drawing or from your flash or something, use the browse button. Open that drawing. From there you can bring, or you can bring that full drawing here. Okay, if you want to bring only block from the drawing, that is a different command. I will explain that later. If you want to bring any drawing from outside, you have to use insert. Then instead of using from here, this is for block. And if you want to bring drawing from outside, use the browse and select the drive or whatever it may be. From here, you select which drive you want, where is drawing you want, then you open. So you can bring that drawing here. Okay, so now I want to bring my tree. Now, when you want to bring tree, you see the specify screen is on. Okay, so that means he's asking where you want to keep your tree. Suppose I want to keep here, somewhere here in the enter. See, he inserted there. Okay, I will undo. This is inserted with the same scale. Suppose you want to bring insert in a different scale. So I will use insert again. INS, insert. Tree. Instrument here, I have to switch on this scale button on because I want to insert in a different scale. So scale is on. Click here. I want to make half. So X scale is 0.5. Y scale is, you can see here, X scale, Y scale, again 0.5. So you get a half size because I gave the scale, X scale 0.5, Y scale 0.5. So if you give X and Y different scale, your object will be distorted. Okay. For example, insert, specify on, you come here, X scale 1, Y scale 0.5. Get distorted object. X scale is as it is, Y scale is 0.5. So we get distorted object. Okay. And sometimes some object you want to rotate also you can do. Insert, I for insert. Now I will switch on the rotation also. Since it's a circular object, you don't find much different. But if it's a rectangular object, then definitely rotation can be used. Okay, if I use rotate object, X scale 0.5, 0.25, Y scale same, enter. Angle, I will say 10 degree. So it rotated a little bit, but we don't understand the difference because circular object. So that's how we use the insert command. Okay. Now let us move on to our creating a door here. Okay, we're going to start the door command. So first of all, I will go to my door layer. This is very important. You go that particular area, create. Okay, so I want to create a door. I will say line. Whenever you create a block, you should be very careful that it should be a unit length object. For example, 1 meter, 10 meter, 100 meter, like that, a unit length should be. So when you insert, you can give a different scale. Okay, so I'm going to draw a door with 1 meter. Line. Ortho should be on 1 meter. Enter. Now I will draw an arc. I'll go to arc command. Start to center end. Start, center, end. Click. Offset 50. Okay. And I want to draw a small line here. Line, endpoint, endpoint. This is my right open door. I can open on right side. So I want to have a left opening also. So let me mirror this. MI for mirror. Mirror object. So I have two blocks now. Right opening, left opening. Now I have to create this in block. Block. So first I will give DR. DR for right opening, pick point. So I should zoom it and keep here. This was the insertion point. Enter. Select object. Select object. So my DR is ready. You can see preview here. If you don't see preview, mean you are not shown the base point properly. Okay. Convert the block. It will convert this into a block. So my original object will be a block also. This also will be object block, and in memory also there is one block. Insert. Again block. DL. Left opening. Pick point. Zoom it here and give this code. Select object. You can see here. Left opening. So that I will delete. I don't want. So I have created two door DL and DR. Now I'm going to insert a door here. Okay. So before inserting door, I can keep the opening ready. Then I can insert, or I can insert the door and cut. I will show you both. Here I am going to cut this opening because this outer door is 1 meter. This is here 1 meter. Balance all doors are 90, 900. This toilet doors are 75. Okay. So I'm here going to draw a 1 meter door here, 90, 900. So I'll just draw a line. I need perpendicular on. Okay, so I'll go here. Perpendicular. You can see here, when I show this, perpendicular, I'm getting perpendicular. Okay. If I keep here, the door will be touching this wall. Sometimes you want some gap here so that the door can be opened properly. Okay, so I'm going to keep a small 100 mm from this wall. Offset 100. It depends upon you. If you want, you can keep at the edge itself. If you want, you can keep. So I want to keep the door from here. Offset 900. 900 is my door. Now I will use trim command. I will use, this is not this. So my opening is ready. But your problem is that this is in door layer. It should be in wall layer. So I will take this both. I will select. Go here. Wall layer. Wall. Should be in wall layer. Okay. So there is another command called match property. For example, I will use match property to convert this. You can see this is yellow. Can you see this? You can see, I think you don't find much color difference because this is yellow. This is yellow. This is white. So I can select this and convert into wall. There's another command called match prop. M-A-T-C-H, match prop. Can you note down? Match prop. Match prop is a command by which you can copy the property of one object to another. You can copy the objects of one object to another object. Okay. See, for example, here I have I'm in window layer now. Line. Okay. These are in window layer. You can see here window, green. I want to take this into wall layer. So one method, you select this and change it to wall layer. Okay. Another method is match property. Match prop. Enter. You select which copy you want to copy. I want to copy the wall to this object. So select the wall. Select. See, it copied. So match property is a command by which you can copy property of one object. So if I use match property here, I can select this one and select these two. That's also how I can do it. So all the property of this wall will be copied to the other one. Okay, so match prop. To copy property of one object to another. So you select the original copy, which one you want, original property which you want to copy. Then you select the objects where you want to copy. Match prop. Okay, so I made the opening here. Now I want to bring my door. When I enter here, you can see that you are the door is open in the left side, left. Okay, so I will say insert left opening. So it should be DL. DL. Okay. And every time you want to rotate in the 90 degree. So see that ortho is on. Okay. So I will click here. And you can see you give the size. See, you have made the block 1 meter, but we want only 900 here. So X scale is 0.9. Y scale is also 0.9. Either you can type again or just press enter. 0.9. It is gone. Let's insert again. Insert. DL. You see that scale should be on. Rotation should be on. Click here. You say asking X scale 0.9, Y scale again 0.9, rotation angle. You see here ortho is on. You got like this. Click. So your door is ready. Okay. Let us make a door here. Here before cutting, I will not cut it. I will bring. Then after that I can cut. So if you enter here again, it is a door left DL. Okay. I just want to keep from here 1 meter. Only I will draw that line only. One line. Just want to keep the door 100 mm away. Offset 100. Okay. You can insert it. Then after that you can insert cut also. I will insert again DL. My scale is on because I want to scale rotation. Here scale, if you don't change, no problem, because it is 1 meter. Let it be there. Click here, X scale, Y scale, no change. Okay. Now I can just draw a line here, perpendicular here. I use trim command TR. 2 times you enter, everything will be cutting edge. I've already cut this. This object erase. I will select these two. Go to wall layer. Okay, so you can do wall layer. Yeah, already the wall layer. Okay, that's how you do the doors. So I hope you got some idea how to insert the door now. Okay, any doubt? Is it okay?
No, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
Is it okay? You can try now.
Yes,
you can try
sir.
inserting a door. Shall we go to Windows?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me start showing you how to insert a window. So first of all, I should go to window. This I create in door layer. Correct? See, door layer was here. Yellow. So we created door layer. I'll go to window layer now. So I will draw 1 meter line. 1 meter line. I will offset this 50. Okay. Now I will offset again 75. 75. What I did, I drawn one line, 1 meter, offset is 50, then 75, 75. So total is 200. So how will you check if this is correct or not? You use the command called dist, D-I-S-T. Dist command, not distance, D-I-S-T. Okay, D-I-S-T. Select the first point, select the second point. You can see that distance is 200. Distance, you can use the control F2 to go to text screen. You can see the distance is 200. Okay. Hope you got an idea now. Now I'll say line. I'll just draw from mid of this line, perpendicular line. Okay, mid is not on here. I will take from mid from here. Mid perpendicular line. So this is my door window. The length is 1 meter, width is 200 because our wall width is 200. No. Now I will convert this into a block. Block W. I will say W for window. Pick point. So I have to select the correct mid of this pointer. Should be very careful. Select the mid. Here. Don't select from here and here and something like that. Exactly mid of the window. Select object. Okay. So I have created a window. Now I have to insert the window here. The window sizes are given there. You have to just refer and see. Okay. So my window is from the room from center. The total width is 1.4. 1,400 is the window. Whatever size given in the drawing, just check. It is given there. So I will say line, mid, perpendicular. So I have drawn on mid line. Okay, so my window is 1,400. So I will offset this 700 this side, 700 this side. Offset 700 this side, 700 this side. Now I will trim this. So put just type TR 2 times enter, and you can click whichever you want. Okay. Select this. Select this. Go to wall. So your opening is ready there. Okay. Now I'll insert window W. Insertion point should be there. Scale is there. Rotation, all this should be on. Okay. You select the intersection of this point. Click. So what should be my X scale? We created the block 1 meter. We want 1.4. Okay. So the X scale is 1.4. Okay. That is why we have to make the block always unit length. So I made 1 meter. I want now X scale 1.4. So I gave X scale 1.4. What about Y scale? If I give Y scale 1.4, then it will go out. For example, let me give the same 1.4. You can see that your window is going out. See, window is not matching. That means only you have to change the X scale. Y scale should be 1 only. Because we created the window block with 200. Okay. So let us do again. Insert window. Select the intersection of this point. Intersection. Click. X scale is 1.4. Y scale should not be changed. So you have to put 1. Where it has gone. Insert W. See, there is a, what happens is here now, you see, there is a, even though, see, it's a center line. Sometimes you will not take the intersection of this because this is a gap here. You can take mid of this line. Insert W. Okay. Mid. Okay. Now X scale is 1.4. Y scale is 1. Enter. And you can rotate here 90-degree one. So when you come here, click. So go out the window. Okay. That's how you do the window. And suppose in the toilet, I want to keep a ventilator here. From here, line, perpendicular. From here, 200, gap 200. This will be given to you by the architect, by the, you will be designing yourself. Now I don't want to keep the ventilator mid of this room. I want to keep somewhere from here. And usually the ventilator is 600. So I'll say offset 600. I will keep 300 2 times. Okay, so this is my send. So this is my undo. This is the ventilator point. I will use the trim command, TR double. This also, if you want, you can make it. Even if you don't, you have to erase this line. We'll go to wall layer. Insert. Window. Okay. Here. Now X scale should be 600, 0.6, because the gap is 600. So X scale is 0.6, Y scale is 1, rotate. Click. There is a line here, just use the line, erase. There is a line also here, no? Erase. This is how you do the windows. I hope you got the idea now. Let me explain you divide and measure command. Now, because earlier this path array was not there. Now they added path array. Earlier path was not there. We used to do using the measure and measure command and divide command. So let me explain what exactly it is. I have a line here. I want to divide this line into 4 equal parts. Okay, so I will use the divide. Select number of segments, 4. But that dividing point you can't see because you put only a small dot there. So you have to change the point style. DD type. So I select this way. You can see that the dividing points here, here, and it divide into 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts you divide. Okay, so the divide command is used to divide an object base equally. It doesn't mean that it's cutting another thing. It's only just put the dividing points. Write down. Divide. To divide an object in equal parts. Bracket you write, it is only just marking. It will not cut or anything. Okay. So where is this? You can use this in different places. For example, I can use the divide using block. Now I use the divide using the points. Okay, so let me dd p type. To see the dividing points, you have to use dd p type. So use the write down divide to divide an object in equal parts. Okay, so divide, select object, number of segments. The object will be divided into the number of segments given. To see the dividing points, you have to change the point style. DDP type. DD means dynamic dialog. P type, point type. DDP type. Then you select whichever line type, point style you want. Okay. So once you have used this, then you have to type again DDP type and keep it back to your dot points. Okay. So I want to divide this point using a block, not with the points. For example, you have a compound wall. In this compound wall, I want to keep pillar equally. Okay, suppose this is my pillar. I will create a small pillar here. Okay, so this is my pillar. Little bigger. I'll just draw a line from here. Okay, so this is my pillar. I want to convert to block. Pillar. Object. Here I should use center point of this in the intersection point. Intersection. Click. Select object. So this is my pillar. I want to keep that pillar equally spaced. So I'll say divide this object. So he's asking divide segment or block. So I'll say block B. So we'll ask what is the number, enter the name of the block. Okay, we know pillar. Suppose I forgot, I put a star, enter. That's an old command. I don't want to show you. Earlier command, in earlier version, they will show you, list out the blocks available. Let us try again. Divide, select object, block. If I don't remember block, I put a star, enter. Okay, I think new command, it doesn't work. Okay, so what you do is, you should remember the name of the block. Divide, select object, block. I don't want to divide with the points. I want to divide block name, pillar, enter. Align the block, yes, say yes. Number of segments I want it to divide into 4 equal parts, 4. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4 segment. So he started from here, he measured the equal distance, and equal distance. That's how he put the block here. You can put it here also. How many blocks you want, you can give. Divide. I want 10 number of pillars here. Divide, enter. Select block B. Block name is pillar. divide, align block, yes. If you say no, then it will not, suppose say curved or anything, it will not rotate based on that. That is why. Enter. Number of segment 10. See? So 10 segments. Equally he put. So this is divide command. Same thing almost you use the, when you use the path array. Almost similar thing you have used. Okay. Now instead of number of equal, I want to say every 1 meter I want to put the block. So I will use the measure command. Okay. Measure. Write down measure. Select the object to measure. So instead of object, this is the object to measure. Select the object to measure. Then I will say B, say block, and select the block, pillar. Let me use B, enter. So we'll ask block name, measure, enter the name of the block, pillar. Align the block, yes. Enter. Length of the segment, see, what is the length you want? So every 1 meter I want, 1000. Enter. You can see from here, he started measuring 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter it goes. So luckily, still small portion is balanced there. And here you can copy one. Copy. You can just copy one block. Insertion from here. Put it here. You can put. So that's how you do the measure. So divide means equal segment. Measure means you are keeping based on the measurement, the distance you are given. Okay. The first one is number of segment. The second one is segment length. I hope you got this idea. Measure and divide. Okay. And for making the different line types, what is the command for making the line types? Can anyone tell me? How will you make a line type?
LT style command.
LT scale, that is for scaling. That is for
LT style.
LT style. LT. Is there any command like that? There is no LT style command. Say line type. Okay, line type. To create the different type of line type, you have to say line type. Then you can see only continuous only will be there. This I loaded earlier. And if you want to a different type of load, come here, load. You can see there different type of line types are there. Center, border, dashed line, dotted line, fence line. So whichever line you can, suppose I dashed line I put. Dashed. Okay. I have loaded one line. Suppose I line. Since I am in window, I will draw with the line type of window. Okay. Line type. This is a layer. You can see for window I have used continuous line. For grid line, I have used a center line. Okay. I want to this line, I want to change it to center line or dash line. So how can you do that? I cannot use match property because there is no dash line. If one dash line is there, I can use that one. But I don't have the dash line here. So here comes the properties command. So match properties mean only limited things only. You can copy the property of one object to another one. But when you use a properties command, this is a new command, very, very useful command, properties. So let me see properties. 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 When you type properties, you get a box here, dialog box here. Properties. So you get a dialog box here. Okay. If I select one object, this line. So he gives me the properties of all here. So he's telling me that the color object selected is bilayer. What is the color given in the layer? It is there. It is in wall layer. Okay. And it is starting from this. The length, all the detail about that line is given here. Okay. So this line, I want to change it to, now this line is in wall layer. I want to change it to window layer. So one method is you select here and just change the window layer. Okay. But there is another method by which you can do is the select this object. You can select from here and change layer. Click that layer and you can change to any layer. Suppose you want to change your window layer, grid layer, door layer, anything you can do. Okay. So properties is more powerful. You can do so many things with a single object. Suppose you want to change it to center line type. Color layer is same. You want to change only the style. See, this is in window layer. I don't want to change to window. I want to keep its window layer, but I want to change the line style. In the properties, I can't do that. In the here, I can change only the layer. Only layer only. How can I change the line type? So here I can just click this and go here. And you see here line type will be coming. Line type. Click this. Different type of that. You can go to, you can make it to center line. You can make it to dashed line. Anything you can make. Okay. So properties command is used to change the property of one object to, you can change any properties of that object. You can even you can change the color. You don't want to change the layer of this, but you want to change the color of this. You can just change from here. Right. See that your object is in, see if you click here, you are in window layer, but the color you are changed using property. You cannot change from here. If you change color from here, mean it will change everywhere. Okay, so that is a difference. So this properties is very efficient command. Okay, write down properties to change the properties of an object. Okay, property shortcut is Control 1. Laptop, Control 1. You can use Control 1 to change the properties. Okay, then you select the object. So it shows you all the properties of that object. Then whichever property you want to change, you can use it. You can change the color. You can change the line type. You can change the layer from one layer to another. Whatever you can do it. Okay. Even you can see here. Suppose I change this to line type. I will change it to line type. dashed. You see here, copy. I'll just copy this here. Now I want to keep the distance little far away for this line, not all. I want to keep this little far away. So you select this one, and you see here line type, LT scale is there. Scale. You see now, it became far up because this he has used the LT scale, whatever value we give. When we change here and I type 2 here, I gave 2. So whatever LT scale I gave, it became double, only this line. This is line type scale. Whatever the global scale I gave, maybe 50 or 100, it became double. That is why it became far away. Okay, so we can use the properties for so many things.